Hey, friends, you don't need what you think that you need for your faith to grow, for you to do what God wants you to, for you to become the person that God wants you to become. You just don't need what you think that you need, if that makes any sense. You should read John 4:43 on. We're going to read 46 to the end of the chapter. It says, once more he had visited Cana in Galilee, where he turned water into wine, right, where he'd done a miracle. And there was a certain royal official whose son lay sick at Capernaum. When this man had heard Jesus had arrived in Galilee from Judea, he went to him and begged him to come and heal his son, who was close to death. Unless you people see signs and wonders, Jesus told him, you'll never believe. The royal official said, Sir, please come down before my child dies. Go, Jesus replied. Your son will live. See, I love that. The man came and who knows how long he was following Jesus. This was the problem back then. When people would travel around, when Jesus or a prophet or a priest was, going city to city to city, if you wanted to talk to him and you weren't like on the path, you might show up and he's like, oh man, he left 4 days ago. And so now you're going to the next city or the next town or village or, cluster of houses looking for him. And you get there, oh, he didn't come here. We're not, I have no idea who you're talking about. And so now you're back to the previous one. And which way did you say he went? Oh, I thought you said he went that way. Oh, no, it was that way. And so this would have been a mess trying to find somebody from the first place. And so this man's traveling around. I'm sure he's frustrated. I'm sure he's just worried about his kid, his sick kid. And he finally catch up with Jesus. What he thinks needs to happen is that Jesus needs to come with him to go heal his son. And Jesus goes, nah, he's good. What? See, it's the same problem that you and I have. God, if you would just, then I would. God, if you would just help me out here, well, then I would go to church forever and read my Bible, and I would stop sinning. And right, we kind of make these little bargains with God. We think that God needs to do something, and if he does that something, then everything's going to be good from here on out. But you and I both know people that have gotten the job, and then a year later they were praying to get the job, right, the next one, or that they got the person, and then 5 years later they were praying to get another person. And previously they were so happy God gave them exactly what they wanted, all their problems were going to be solved, and now it's worse than it's ever been. See, this is why a couple of videos ago I posted the idea of the video was that our faith isn't built on our circumstances or an emotion. It's built on the fact that Jesus, of an event, a thing that actually happened in history, and that he was murdered, he was buried, he rose, and then he was resurrected and rose from the dead and began to meet people all around Israel. See, the reason that our faith is founded on an event and not a circumstances is for what we're talking about right here, that you don't need what you think that you need. You need something solid that you can stand on, something that actually happened. And the Apostle Paul would later say that same power that brought Jesus back from the dead, that's inside of you, and that's inside of me. And so when we're going around and we're going, Jesus, if you would just do this thing, he's going, the power is inside of you. You can have the fulfillment that you're looking for in that thing in Jesus, because Jesus has placed everything that you need inside of you already. It's not about a feeling. It's about something that actually happened in history. And then you can take that fact, that thing that happened, and know that Jesus, you may not know how to unlock it or how to access, right, getting that feeling fulfilled. But that's why we're learning to walk with him. And the longer that you go with him, if you stay open to him, he's going to teach you how to become just like him and to have all of that feeling fulfilled, to find purpose and meaning. We just don't need what we think that we need. We need Jesus, and we need to keep walking with him. Have a beautiful day.